We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. I'm Steve and Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWit, and this is the Land Academy Show.
Today, during episode 2017, Jill and I are going to talk about the 3 types of blind offers you can send to landowners that get results. We have tried them all.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, without doing a spoiler alert, that one really works. Mm-hmm. As long as you are sending them to the correct property type and owner type, you will have some degree of success that you're pleased with. Each week on the show, we answer a question from our Land Academy member Discord forum, and we take a deep dive into our land-related topics by popular request from our Land Academy community.
Okay, Ivan and Randy wrote, TGIM, everyone. I'm going along with the Land Academy courses and had a few questions regarding mailer results. So per Jack's equity planner, for land category, it looks like every 2,500 mailer units should result in at least one deal, correct? Understandable results may vary, but in your experience, has this been your results? Of the 2,500 mailer units now, approximately how many responses, not deals, have you received? Just responses. So Aaron wrote back, okay, in June, this, one of our members piped in already, so we added that here. In June, we sent out an 11,000 unit mailer to one state and a 5,000 unit mailer to another. So far, 0 dealers from the first one and 3 from the second. The 3 deals will take $100,000 acquisitions total to buy, and we should sell combined for around $240,000. Nice. Almost had a deal on the first mailer, but somebody outbid me. Sometimes these deals come back. Lots of flaky others out there in this business. These mailers are only a little over a month old, so I'm still thinking another deal or 2 could happen. Last I checked, our long-term average was something like 2,000 to 3,000 units per deal. I think when we look back on 2024, that will have gone up some, partially due to competition, but also we're targeting higher dollar amount, aka larger deals. Yes, it's possible to send out a 10,000 unit mailer and then get nothing. Maybe even 15 to 20,000. But that happens if you start. But if that happens, you need to have to start looking at what you're doing, like other things in the process. And I agree with all of that.
I do too. I think both people are correct.
Smart.
Aaron has some experience here, and reading between the lines, he sent out so he did a 16,000 unit mailer, which is going to cost him about $10,000, and he's going to make about $140,000. By anybody's calculation, that's an amazing return on investment.
Yeah.
You know, if I flip a coin and I get heads, and I flip a coin again and I get tails, I have a 50% response. If I flip the same coin 50,000 times, I'm going to get 50-50 response. That's just statistics, how it is. All things being the way that they should. I'm flipping it the correct way, and there's no wind and all kinds of crazy variables like that. It's the same thing with these mailers. It's possible for you to send out 15,000 units and get nothing. It's extremely unlikely. So send out more mail, do more deals, and the return on investment is amazing.
And then, of course, one of the variables is there a live person answering the phone? How good is the person?
Jill's piece.
Do they, are they getting a number out of them? That's the hard stuff that I can't line up myself and Mark Smith, who's new to this and hates talking on the phone. We're obviously going to have different results. Mark Smith's going to go, oh, now what? And I'm like, bring it. Hi, this is Jill. What do you got? I want to buy it. Hi, this is Jill. Whatever it is, I want to buy it. Could you imagine? I should answer the phone like that. That would be really funny. I think I will. I think that's so funny.
We just sent out, for reference, this is not to make you feel bad, anybody listening to this. I think it was a 230 unit mailer, really strategic.
Yep.
And since we're talking about mailer types today, and we received 4, I think Jill received 5 total phone calls back and we will be doing one deal out of that it will make more than $100,000 on. So there's a lot of variables. One of the variables is a huge variable is who's answering the phone and how long are you willing to, can you make a deal work?
Can you create a deal?
I think Jill shaved $400,000 or $500,000 off of the purchase price in this first conversation, and then it kept going down from there, just because they like her.
Yep.
Today's topic: 3 types of blind offers you can send to landowners to get results.
So now we're backing up to like, what are we doing to have these conversations with these sellers, right? We are sending out very strategic. What we do, very strategic, very well priced offers to very well planned, thought out, calculated, data driven areas that we've identified are would be good to buy and sell land, So now what's interesting is over the years, and we've tested them too. There's lots of ways to do this. Jack's going to talk more about it, but there's like 3 main ways to get your sentiment into a seller's hands that you're interested in their property. And some work and some don't. And they have very different results.
Every time I do a mailer, I sit down, I close my eyes for a second, and I picture this scene like it's in a sitcom from the 1970s. The mail comes, and the man or the wife are sitting in the kitchen, maybe having coffee, and one of them opens the mail, and they get the offer that we send. And they open it up because it's a blank in front. They don't know what it is. And the wife opens it up, let's say, and says, "Oh my gosh, you know that property that we bought in Florida 12 years ago or Nevada? Sounds like somebody wants to buy it for $5,200. And how does that conversation go? And whether or not does the person who opens the mail even get that far after they read it? Or do they just throw it away? So now, picture that scene, and there's 3 types of mail, 3 types of mailers that they're receiving, all from the same person. One of them's a postcard, and they got 14 or 15 other postcards in there for coupons for their dry cleaning,
Pizza,
and what's the third?
carpet cleaning,
carpet cleaning. What else? And
new windows.
Yeah, new windows.
Renewals by windows. Renewal by Henderson Windows.
And pork chops are $5.99
There we go.
a pound.
At Albertsons. Yep.
So now your postcard of this press, they didn't read the postcard because it's in a stack of stuff that they didn't care about. They don't. Maybe they're looking for postcards that week, and pork chops that week, and score. So they don't ever read a postcard, and the reason that postcards are so attractive as a potential mailer is because they're cheap. They're way cheaper than sending a number 10 envelope, which is what we send. You don't have to price it.
Less postage.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Less postage. Just
less
real easy to
postage.
implement.
Yeah.
They also yield almost nothing.
Yeah.
We've tried it.
Could you imagine this? Let's just pause for just a second. What is the psychology behind postcards? Because I don't even look either. Like if I see anything, when I go through the stack of mail, right, that we all get, I pull the mail out of the thing, anything resembling newsprint, grocery store, those clear things or a postcard that could be a thing, I don't even look at them. I feel bad. I don't give them the time of day.
Yeah,
So it could have been I toss postcards. So
They're attractive because they're much, much cheaper per unit. You don't have to price anything, and you can just get a list and send it to any printer. They'll do it and get them out in the mail.
Right.
And they yield nothing. So now you're spending thousands of dollars on something that yields nothing and will probably give up on the business. Not good.
true.
The second 2 types of mailers that you can send out, and they're both packaged the same way. So keep picturing that couple in the kitchen in the morning. It's a number 10 envelope that's blank with their name on it. It doesn't say offer for your property on the inside, or open this, you'll find $1, or any other gimmick. There's no gimmicks. It's just a letter that's correctly addressed to one or both of them, or the company that they own, or the trust, or whatever. And so you have to open that. You have to open something that you don't know what it is. It could be important. It might not be. It could be a credit card that you ordered.
Could be my PIN number to the credit card I didn't know I ordered. So I open those.
Yeah, everybody does. So good. We got their attention. Inside, if you do it the way that we're doing it, there's two pieces of paper. Number one, dear John and Sally Smith, we would like to purchase your property in XYZ County or on 123 Main Street for $13,322.31. And then, of course, you have to read on. What do you mean, $13,000? Do we, John, do we still even own that property in Nevada? Right. Oh, yeah, I've been paying the taxes every year that they come. So they read on. And then they, somewhere at some point, find our .com and a phone number and our contact information. They look us up. They see that we're legit. Mm-hmm. And they potentially will call us back. They may agree with the price. They may not agree with the price. And if they have absolutely no interest in selling it, then they throw it away. We get a very positive response this way. Mm-hmm. And then Jill takes it from there. So if Sally Smith's calling and Jill gets on the phone with her, they talk about the price and how to get the deal done and whether or not it works and all the details. And a very predictable and consistent percentage for us, which is pretty close to 2,500, work. The third type of letter, same packaging, same scenario, they open it and they start to read it. And it says, we're interested in buying your property in XYZ County. Give me a call. And what do?
Mm-hmm. They go, ka-ching! This is great.
You know that property that we bought? We knew it was going to be worth $1 million.
I just got somebody who wants to buy it. I can't wait. And I know the farmer down the road sold his ag land for $3 million. $3 million. Here we come.
Yep.
That's all they think about.
And they have an amazing time thinking that that's the same mental process as, what would I do with the money if I won the lottery? Until they call Jill. And she says, well, I think it's worth $13,322. So do you want 300 or 400 people calling you back thinking they won the lottery? Or do you want 4 people calling you back that say, this sounds good. We were thinking about selling it anyway.
You know what really happens, because I've talked to these people in these situations that have done the last one you just talked about, which is like either there's no dollar amount in there, like I just want to buy, or there's a range. You put a range from here to here. Look, your range is the bottom number. Yours is the 13,000. I want to buy your property. I think it's worth between $13,000 and $30,000. You see 13,000, they see 30. I'm just going to tell you right now, that's all they see. It's like when you apply for a job. It's the same thing. The salary. Come on, we all know that. If you see a salary range between, $150,000 and $200,000, you're like, well, I'm the $200,000 person. No, they really meant 150. So you see this and they see that. So the reality is these offers that go out with either range or no dollar amount. I've coached a lot of these people. Everyone is very uncomfortable talking money, so they save it till the end. So they have these lovely, wonderful, beautiful, rapport-building conversations that last 15, 20, 30 minutes thinking, this is our ticket. We got this. And at the very end, find out that was a wasted half hour because nobody's on the same page with the money. That's sadly what happens. The beauty of ours is I love not wasting any time. It's so easy. I spend 5 minutes and I know if we're on the same page or not. It's a quick little, they're calling to find out if I'm real. Check. They're calling to find out, is this you on the website I just looked up? Yep, that's me. And to which I say, hey, since we all got that out of the way, does this price work for you? That's it. And then we have if we need to have a conversation about that, then we continue on. And they all know where I'm coming from. They're already warmed up.
Pricing a mailer, the first way to do it is by leaps and bounds. The easiest on you, the easiest on your staff, and you're going to get some deals out of it by correctly pricing a mailer. It's also the most difficult. And so it's a huge pain point for a lot of people to price a mailer, which is why Jill and I devised Concierge Data.
True.
It's a product, ask for it. If you go to offers2owners.com, that's our commercial printing company, the same one that we use, obviously, to send offers out.
Yes.
The people that work there are in the business of figuring out exactly what the range is and what the retail price per acre is, so you can actually very intelligently price your mailer and get the response that you want. Mm-hmm. That's why it's the least used. And I have to tell you this: we live in a
Wait. What's the least used? What was the last part I missed?
it's of these three,
Uh-huh.
the people that try to get offers to send out to owners to buy real estate.
Uh-huh.
A full priced mailer like the one that we use is the least used
Why?
because it's harder.
Oh.
Pricing a mailer is challenging.
It doesn't make any sense because it's the one that makes sense.
I agree.
Okay.
We've been doing this for a lot of years, and I don't want to
Do
complicate
you think it is? Well,
We've been doing this for a lot of years. I don't want to complicate it.
I mean,
Pricing a mailer
yes.
is the way to do this.
Yes, that's the point we're trying to
It
make.
is also the least way used, not by Land Academy members, by the universe out there.
Okay.
So please price your mailer one way or the other, whether you do it yourself or use some tool. Make sure you send out a mailer that's correctly priced, and you're going to be happy with the results.
Here's the bottom line. We may or may not have been in this business, this one, double me. I've been doing this 15 years full time. He's been doing it 30. I kind of think we have a good handle on it. We're still testing everything.
No, we're not.
I know.
She's
So,
being facetious.
I am. I'm kind of making a joke of it, but I'm telling you the truth that if you're not sure, do your own test. You know, this would be a good thing. If you're like, I don't know about this whole putting a number on it kind of thing. Well, you send out a couple and see what your results are and see how much time and energy and sadly wasted goes into these just sending out something or I want to buy your house. That's what I want. If you send me a letter, I want to buy my house, I'm going to be like, let's talk, baby, because I got a number and my number, my number's a make me move number. That's the reality. Most of these people have a make me move number and they're excited and they think that's what they think. And you just need to, it's hard to reel them back in. And like I said, and you're just wasting so much time and energy and money going through these people. Yeah. That's what really does happen.
Hey, please make sure when you go through all this stuff with these mailers, make sure, because we live, like it or not, in the land of increasing competition when it comes to sending out or contacting owners. Please make sure that you have fully researched how to answer the phone and what the points are about communicating with your seller. Jill does an absolute career-shattering job at dealing with these sellers, and it's the reason that we're so successful, partially.
Thank you.
But it's actually, now it's imperative. It used to be kind of optional. You got to answer the phone correctly and engage the potential sellers. Jill, you have anything inspirational to share with us today?
It ties into today. How do you get your motivation up and your spirit up and your attitude up and ready for these people when the call comes in? You have to, when the phone rings, let's just say it's you answering the phone. Sometimes it's me, depending on the mailer, what's going on with our company. It's me or my staff. I'm really involved in it, answering the phone. You have to assume that very next call, the reason they're calling you is because they got your offer, they love your offer, and the property is dreamy, and you're going to be looking to find stuff wrong with it, kind of thing. So that is the attitude you have to have every single time. If you're approaching these phone calls like, oh no, I hope it's not like the last guy, he just chewed me out, you're going to automatically not be in the right frame of mind. You're not going to answer the phone the same. You're going to be a little bit of a mad mood. It's going to come across. Sometimes you don't realize how you go into it affects the outcome so easily. And if you go into it with a positive, this is it. This is the one. I know it. Just maybe even put a sticky note like, this phone call is going to be the home run. I would put that sticky note on your computer so you're staring at that every time. Then you're going to go into it assuming and watch what happens. So that's my my inspiration for today. What about you, Jack?
I think that it's very important to align yourself with somebody or in a group who is successfully doing what you're attempting to accomplish. I don't care if you're trying to learn how to play the guitar or if you're trying to become wealthy or an amazing salesperson for used cars. If you're trying to do what we do very successfully, align yourself with people like us or in the Land Academy group so that you can ask them questions and learn with them. They'll tell you flat out, oh yeah, I sent a bunch of postcards out. I wasted $10,000 sending postcards out until I did fill in the blank. Or, Florida just didn't work out for me, but Tennessee worked out great. Or northern Wisconsin, yeah, I do a deal a month there, and here's why. They'll help you. Mm-hmm. They were right where you are at some point in their career. So please try to get yourself involved in a group that is already accomplishing what you want to accomplish.
That's excellent.
Join us next Wednesday for another interesting episode. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
We are Jack and Jill.
Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you found our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.